What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Young Phillip, and I'm back with another video for y'all today. And before we get started with today's video, make sure y'all click the like button down below, give it a thumbs up, click the subscribe button, click the bell so y'all can be notified and don't miss any of my videos. Today's video is going to be me talking about my favorite story from the classic 95 movie, Tales from the Hood. So without further ado, let's begin. Y'all already know I did a little movie review about Tales from the Hood like roughly 3 years ago. But I just never got a chance to tell y'all which story. Actually, I did in that video, but my main favorite story from Tales from the Hood will always be the last one, Hardcore Convert. Y'all familiar with the story of how it went. Crazy K had rolled up on one of his enemies and popped him, and then his enemy, like some associates of his enemy, had spotted him and got him. Bah, bah. And then the cops had came and somewhat saved the day, but it still couldn't stop Crazy K from going to prison. But here's reasons why I say I like this story more than the other stories that was told in the movie. This one touched on things that go on in the black community, primarily with gang issue. You got the gang activities and whatnot. You got black on black crimes going on and whatnot. Some people feel like the scene with the sensory deprivation chamber, either the sensory deprivation chamber or the part where he was put onto that Frankenstein jigsaw contraption, was a little bit traumatizing, but not all the way, but actually it still is. But they feel like the one with the lights kept flashing was even intense and even worse, but still. The reason why I like that story in particular, not just because Lamont Bentley played as Crazy K, but it was like the way he killed that role was like, that role was just ahead of his time. It's like almost everybody knew how to play their roles perfectly. But my main favorite part of that story was when Crazy K was like, I ain't like being put next to that crazy motherfucker either. She was like, I purposely put you next to him, Jerome, because I thought he was someone you ought to meet. You are here to be rehabilitated through the process that the government has paid me to develop. If you successfully complete this, you'll be out on the street in no time. But if you don't, you'll rot in solitary confinement for the rest of your wasted life. And it won't bother me a bit because I think you're scum, Jerome. So don't test me, you understand? The way she talked to him, you might have thought she was his mother or grandmother. But yeah, this story had touched on a lot of things that revolve around some people that's willing to change their ways and leave the gangbanging life alone, or some will continue to gangbang, and then something gonna happen, whether if it's prison or jail. No, prison or the graveyard. Just like that. But yeah, the one thing, like, to me, I feel like Crazy K didn't want to do was, of course, which is very obvious if y'all watch the movie. The one thing that Crazy K definitely didn't want to do was take accountability for the stuff that he did by murking people and all this other shit. It's like, he could have accepted the fact that he's done wrong. He could have took some accountability. But no, he didn't want to do that. He feel like people done him dirty. But during that whole montage, the scientist, Dr. Cushing, she was like, she hints at the fact that he's murked a lot of black folks and he done it with no remorse and all that other shit, if y'all catching the drift. But yeah, he still didn't want to change. He didn't want to see the error of his ways. He chose to keep reiterating that he don't give a fuck. And that's why he was teleported right back to the night that he tried to pull off that little move where he caught his enemy slipping, and then he ended up getting caught slipping by his enemy homeboys. Yeah. That right there is one of the reasons why I don't get myself involved into things like this. And I hope that could pretty much send a message to those who's gonna watch this. Like, don't fuck your life up by doing the shit that you see everybody else doing. The street life ain't it. Especially in this day and age. Leave that shit alone. Leave the gangbang alone. Just leave it alone. This ain't it. I don't give a damn if you listen to your favorite rapper. Don't try to fuck your life up by trying to do some shit that ain't meant for you or cut out for you. It ain't it. The streets don't love nobody. Like, nobody's making this shit up. Like, it's the truth. The streets don't love nobody. But long live the lady that played Dr. Cushing, R.P. Lamont Bentley, R.P. Clarence Williams III. Yeah. But I'd like to say thank y'all for tuning into today's video. If y'all have any stories from the movie Tales from the Hood that y'all like, let me know in the comment section below. But make sure y'all click the thumbs up, give it a like, click the subscribe button, click the bell so y'all can be notified. Don't miss any of my videos. Don't forget to add me on social media at YoungPhilip_00. That's Instagram, Snapchat, Ryan361005, and TikTok at YoungPhilip00. With that being said, I'm out.